What's up guys, Adam here, and in this video I'm going to be bringing you my full unboxing, review and giveaway of this exact phone, the Lenovo Moto G4. Now make sure you hang around to the end of the video for all of the details on the giveaway, but let's start off with the unboxing. And this phone's interesting because it's the first Moto G we've seen since Lenovo have taken over from Motorola, and they really have crammed in some fantastic specs on this new 4th generation Moto G. Now in terms of the unboxing, there's not much to look at as ever with the Moto G series, but this one's slightly different to the predecessors because this one does include a micro USB charger. So included in here you do get the wall socket and the cable. The only downside to that is that the cable is molded to the wall charger itself, so you can't then go ahead and use it as a sync cable, for example. You also get some documentation as well. Now there's always a couple of things that suffer in terms of a budget smartphone, and this is definitely a budget smartphone. The first one is usually the screen, but Lenovo have done a great job with this. 5.5 inch 1080p, so some great pixel density, and the colours, the saturation, the contrast, the brightness and the viewing angles hugely improved over anything that's gone before, and in fact over any other phone that I've seen inside this price range. Now if you want to check out the price or purchase it, I'll leave links down below so you can check those out and maybe go ahead and purchase the phone yourself should you want to. But this screen, the text looks great, it's very crisp and also sharp as well. Now on to the second item that I find usually struggles in a budget smartphone, and that is the camera. Now with this one we've got a 13 megapixel shooter with dual LED flash on the back, and then on the front we've got a 5 megapixel camera as well. Now as always, the specifications, the megapixels, don't always mean exactly what you get in terms of photo quality, but let's have a look at the camera anyway. It's got this nice little feature which gives you a little shake of the wrist and it goes straight into the camera even from the off position, and when you're looking at the camera itself, the quality does look absolutely fantastic through this really nice screen, this 1080p screen that I was just talking about. You've got some nice little options in there, they've kept it simple. You can adjust the exposure, you can adjust the focus, all of that manually using this little ring here. Now you've also got options such as HDR, which you've got the usual on, off and auto. Again the same with the flash. You've got the ability to do timed shots as well. And we can also flick round to that front facing 5 megapixel camera. Nice and quick, no lag whatsoever. Now the pictures on the screen look absolutely fantastic. It's not quite the same when you pull them out of the camera and take a look at the photos themselves. In terms of the price of the phone, it definitely is above average, but they're not fantastic. You've got the ability to do burst shooting as well, which is not particularly fast but is there. Now when you look at the photos in full light, they don't look too bad. The quality is quite decent, the detail is there. When you introduce some different lighting and use HDR, they don't particularly look quite so good, and the video is definitely not the best that I've seen, even though it is a decent quality 1080p video. But bear in mind always when you're looking at these details, the actual low price of this phone. The low price of this phone is phenomenal. Now let's take a look at performance. Performance is not an issue. This thing absolutely flies. 3000 on the multi-core score and 700 on the single core score. Not quite as good on the single, but decent enough for pretty much anything you're ever going to want to do. Now this thing runs Android 6.0.1. We've got the 1.5 gigahertz octa-core processor in there, and we've got also the 2 gigabytes of memory. Now you can play games on this, you can navigate around the operating system. It flies. There's no lag, there's no delay, and the screen that I keep coming back to again looks fantastic when you're watching media and playing games of any description. I don't think you'll have any problem with performance whatsoever. Now the operating system, again, they've kept it very clean, brand new Android version 6. It's extremely fast to navigate around, it's very clean, there's no clutter or any kind of nonsense that they've put over the top of it. They've even put Google Now to the left swipe, which I really like. I think that's a nice way of doing it. Very handy, and like I say, no clutter, no nonsense applications, extremely quick, probably because of that octa-core processor and also because they've kept that operating system nice and clean. And I think all phone manufacturers should learn from this, and it's nice that Lenovo have kept it that way. Now let's take a look at the hardware. They've changed the Moto G quite a lot. This thing looks and feels fantastic. It doesn't any longer feel kind of bulky in the hand. It feels just as slim as all of the flagship smartphones that are out there on the market today. You can get it in a range of colours. It's also got some nice tactile buttons down the left hand side of the phone. We've got the power on off, and we've also got the volume up down, and rather than those feeling cheap, they actually feel nice and decent as well. Now the texture on the back of the handset gives it this kind of feel that stops it feeling like it's going to slip out of your hands as well. They've stuck with the standard micro USB in terms of charging and also sync and connectivity, and they've also kept with the 3.5mm headphone jack there on the top of the phone. All in all, the phone feels fantastic. This one even has dual SIMs and micro SD storage functionality on the back of it as well, giving you the ability to expand that storage up to a considerable amount, so you don't have to worry about the 16GB of internal storage. Now, like I said, this is a great phone in terms of the price. I don't think you'll find any better on the marketplace today. I'll leave you a little clip to see if Google agrees with me at the end. But for now, if you want to win this phone, all you need to do is make sure you leave a comment below, make sure you like the video and that you're subscribed, and then follow me on either one of my social networks, that is Twitter or Facebook, and I'll leave links to that down below, and I'll announce the winner in 2 weeks time on both of those social networks. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Please do go ahead, hit that like button for me, enjoy the giveaway, and I will see you all in the next one. See ya. Okay Google, what is the best budget smartphone in the world?
The Apple iPhone 6 has 64GB, space grey, unlocked, has a 4.7 star rating based on 1,170 reviews. There are 6 other highly rated options on your screen.
Wow, that Galaxy S5, the iPhone 6, I don't think Google's got that right.